It starts with a wizard. He is old and he is wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he is strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Flagon Slayers stream after what seemed like an eternity.
After hours.
But things are going good. We're doing good, and we're here playing Dungeons and Dragons. So, in case you missed last week, Anzu was taken prisoner by multiple, I guess, different people, and was forced to finish manufacturing what he deduced was an arcane bomb of some sort. So, Anzu finished it under threat of Mathis being murdered, and then returned to his cell where he learned that Vesper was also being held. The rest of the group confronted Rupert about his vampirism, and his personality kind of shifted. They also learned that he was in fact a warlock, and that his patron is the god of lies, Vecna.
Bad.
Very, very bad.
It means he lies a lot.
It means, yeah. But the party is now on its way to try and save Anzu and perhaps confront a vampire or two. And Anzu has just been broken out by Vesper, who is currently carrying Mathis through this dungeon trying to find a way out. And that is actually where we will begin tonight's session. So, there's the three of you right there, all lined up in a row. Hello?
Sorry, I was just fixing
Yeah,
something.
you're good. Anyway, Anzu, you see that you are currently leading the pack. You still don't have your spell book. Vesper is carrying Mathis, who can hardly stand. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and help Hilda get out.
Okay. So you run over here. Go ahead and make a perception check for me as you run past this cell.
Yep, there. That is 23.
Okay, so as you run past this center cell where the glowing red eyes were coming from, you see a group of what look like just these nasty, emaciated creatures with gnarled teeth and more ghoulish looking features. You also see in the cell that there is just piles upon piles of bones and skeletons and just all sorts of nastiness. You see that there's blood that's basically stained the stone floor. This might be where they keep maybe the rejects of the vampire brood, or maybe the more deadly ones. You aren't quite sure.
Ew.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm.
But you get to Hilda's cell, and you fumble around with the keys for a little bit, and you eventually open this cell door. And she steps out.
So which way was the laboratory? Because I want to try and get my old
The
skull.
laboratory is this way. So if you're going, the direction that you were the direction you're currently facing.
Okay. I'm gonna guide everyone towards that direction
Okay.
because that also has the blueprints of the bomb.
Yep. So Vesper, one problem with the walls is that there's so many that sometimes you like rub up against them. But look, guys, I built this. It's
Good
so
job.
cool. All right, so you
It
open
looks
this
good.
door, and then we will. Boom! You open this door. Are you like opening it, or are you like cracking it to see what's through there?
I'd probably crack it since
Go ahead and
I
make a
have
stealth
no
check.
idea what's behind it. Okay. Not gonna get this. 11.
11.
Always gonna
Ooh.
be cautious.
Okay, so you crack the door open.
If there's one thing
Um,
he's known for.
It's caution. So you crack the door open and you see that there is a guard who's currently patrolling. He has a lance that he's holding in his right hand, and you crack it open, and the two of you immediately make eye contact, and he starts running over as you slam the door back.
Okay. I'll look back at Vesper. Vesper, leave Mathis with Hilda. We're gonna have to take care of this.
Well, to say that I wasn't expecting a fight would be an understatement. Anyway, sure. She hands Mathis to Hilda, and you see Hilda. You think that, a gnome baker woman who's a little elderly, she might not be able to hold a full grown human. She's perfectly fine. She's like cradling him like a child, basically.
Okay.
So the two of you, are you going to walk out there, or are you going to wait for him to come to you?
Oh, she's a ranger?
She does not currently have any weapons on her.
Okay. I'll open the door and I'll cast firebolt.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit. So the door is now open. Let me actually just do this. Woo!
That's
You
a
can
8.
remove pieces, nerds.
That's a 18.
18. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. See, I haven't used firebolt in a while.
Yeah, it's such a baby spell for babies.
Raise 32.
While Zygon's sitting over there just shooting finger blasts. Just warlocks need one spell and it's a cantrip.
Okay.
How we like it.
That would be a 10.
A 10 damage. All right.
Wait, no, wait. I didn't roll again. 19.
Okay, 19. So you fire through the door. It strikes this guy in his chest, and you see him get launched back from the impact, and he is dead.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god.
Shit.
Just killing people.
I'll race forward then.
Yeah, Vesper runs alongside you. She tells Hilda to just wait here for the two of you to come back. And she looks down at you and says, "Well, darling, that was quite cool, if I do say so myself."
Oh, well, they call me Anzu the Wise for a reason.
So the two of you sprint around the corner. This dude, seeing his buddy flying, has run up. I need you to roll initiative.
Yes. 7.
Oh, jeez. Okay. And then Vesper. Wow, I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay. So, Vesper, you see a green glint in her eye as she casts Hunter's Mark on this guard. It is now your turn, Anzu.
Okay. a 25 to hit.
25 hits. Now with Hunter's Mark, let me pull that up real quick.
That is 15 damage.
Okay, 15 damage. You launch him, and he falls to the ground dead.
He's dead.
He is
I'll
also
look
deaded.
At Vesper. And that was how I saved Zygon.
Oh.
She
Oh boy.
she smiles a little bit and then continues on. You guys move up, and you come to another door. What are you gonna do?
Vesper, do you think you want to try and peek through? Apparently I'm not very good at this whole sneaking thing with how clumsy I am.
Well, we all have our talents. And she's going to come up to the door. I rolled a natural 1.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
So she goes to open the door. Yeah, she goes to open the door, and you just hear the hinges just.
It's so much worse than that. It's like when the door handle gets stuck and you're like,
It's like
Yeah.
it's like it wasn't
What
actually
the
on
fuck?
hinges.
Yeah, the door just falls.
Yeah, she touches it and it just falls over.
Okay,
So-
fumbles.
shit.
You see, as Vesper opens the door loudly, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guards in here. I need you to roll
Ah,
initiative again. Okay, that's
13.
better. And then I'll have a group initiative. Okay, Vesper goes first. She's going to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy, and then she's going to run up and punch him in the face.
And got
Ooh.
him.
She deals 6 damage to this guy. You see, as she makes contact with her fist, you see this dude's jaw kind of pop out of place.
Ooh.
Okay. What'd you roll on your initiative again?
13.
Okay, you are next.
Like I'm going now.
Yep, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, she does an additional d6 because she cast Hunter's Mark on that guy.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay. This dude's dead. She one punch killed him.
I got a nat
One punch
20.
man.
What
You
a
got-
woman.
You got a what?
A nat 20.
Okay, cool. So
So-
go ahead and roll damage. Which one are you attacking?
The one in front of me.
Okay.
That is 30 damage.
That dude is incinerated.
Ayo.
Alright, it's now their turn. This guy's going to run up to Vesper, as is this one. These two are going to shoot crossbows at you, Anzu. And then this one is actually going to run into this back office. And, oh, I forgot I stacked 2 on top of each other. Ha ha ha! This guy gets to about right here, and then this guy is going to take up a defensive position. He's going to hide behind this table, so he has half cover. Okay, so we'll do the guys that are shooting at you first. Natural 1. So you guys, you see that these guys have been drinking a little bit. So he goes to load his crossbow, and he drops the bolt, and then he leans down to pick it up, and then the crossbow springs up and hits him in the face, and you see he's bleeding from his nose a little bit. Then this other guy is going to try. Okay, what's your armor class?
Being 3 foot tall has its advantage.
You do not have your cloak, by the way.
Yeah, it's 14.
14. Okay, he hits. So you take 7 points of piercing damage. The crossbow fires at you, striking you in the shoulder with a bolt. And now these guys are going to swing their swords at Vesper. That one, yeah, she wouldn't have her armor. Okay, so that hits. Vesper takes 10 points of slashing damage. And then the second one hits as well. And she takes another 10 points of slashing damage. All right, it is now Vesper's turn. What would she do in this situation? Yeah, she's gonna try
Good
and
question, Jacob.
she's just gonna try and punch this dude. Wow, she's insanely strong with these punches. Yeah, that's six damage with one punch. Okay, Anzu, it's your turn.
Which are the ones with the crossbow?
These two right here.
Okay. I'll go for that one.
Okay,
It is 23 to hit.
23. Okay, that
and
hits.
16 damage.
16. Which one? The left one or the right one?
I'll get the left one.
Okay, so the one that is bleeding from his nose, you strike him in the chest, and you see the fire just hits him, and then it just washes over him, and he is currently on fire. He is dead. Okay, it is now their turn. So this guy's going to come up here. This guy is going to fire at you. And then you see this door opens, and a man dressed in a very nice uniform walks in. Man, I really have to do everything. And he's going to watch what you guys do. So this guy is going to shoot a crossbow at you, Anzu. That misses. This guy's going to shoot a crossbow at you, Anzu. That misses. And then this guy's going to attack you with a sword. Wow, they all miss. They're all very drunk. They thought they'd won. Everything was good. Unfortunately, it was not. Now these two guys are going to check Vesper. That one hits. Vesper takes 9 points of damage. And then that one misses. Okay. It is now Vesper's turn. She's going to punch the dude again. She misses.
What?
Hmm.
She punched twice?
No, she only has one attack.
Oh.
He's only got one punch, man.
She's actually going to... Yeah, she's going to run out this door.
So
She's going
good.
to take 2 attacks of opportunity. That hits. That's 11 damage. And this other dude, that also hits. Man, she takes 8 points of damage. Okay, so you see her run back out into this hall, and that is her movement. It is now your turn, Anzu.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the guy right in front of me.
Okay,
28 to hit.
that hits.
$25.
So this dude slashes at you as you're dodging crossbow bolts, and as he's coming down, you crouch under him, fire a firebolt, launching him into the air, and before his body can hit the ground, it has been incinerated.
And then I'd like to can I pick up his sword and run over to Vesper and give it to her?
The sword it's a long sword.
Is she not?
I would say it's going to take an action to do that just because of your size and your strength modifier. She's also too far away from you to catch her.
Okay, I'll just go back to where she
Each
is.
of these tiny squares is 5 feet.
Okay. I'll just go back to where she is and try to
Alright,
funnel
so-
him through.
Here. Okay. It is now... You see, as you walk through here, you see the guard that you guys killed in here. She's picking up his spear and kind of spinning it around in her hands, trying to get the balance. I never really was good at this weapon, but what else are we going to do? Make a insight check.
Play bonuses on inside, I think, but I never use it. I do. What is that? 19.
Vesper's this it's kind of weird that you're picking this up, but Vesper she's not concerned at all. She's being very blasé. She's kind of just like she does not seem worried. Okay, so then this guy is going to come through here. This guy's gonna
Hold
come-
on.
Yeah.
The whole time we've been here, has she seemed comfortable?
I mean, she hasn't enjoyed being in a dungeon, but I mean, she doesn't seem terribly disturbed by it. Like, it seems like she has a plan and she's doing that plan.
Yeah.
This dude's gonna come up here. This guy and this guy. Gonna go there. It's Vesper's turn. She's gonna charge up and try and hit this dude. But first she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark. I remembered this time. Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay, so that is 20 points of damage. She runs up and stabs this dude directly in the heart, lifting him up above her using the momentum of her run, and then throws him back down. All right. It is now your turn, Anzu. You see, like, blood just washes over Vesper's face and her chest, and it's not. She's fought a lot of things.
I'm gonna get this man in front of me.
All right.
Was it like a slow-mo Baywatch moment for Anzu, though?
Yes, in his mind, it was a Pamela Anderson full on. Yeah.
I'm gonna. It's a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Uh, 19.
This dude is cooked.
Get shit on.
All right. It is now their turn. You see these three guards look at each other, and they immediately run through here, and they run past you guys. You can get attacks of
Oh, no.
opportunity if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You only get one, so I'm assuming you
Okay.
want to do the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, Vesper is going to try and hit the one that's running past her. That's a 19. Holy cow.
I
Not
got
massive.
15.
This dude is dead. Vesper kills him while he's running away.
I
Love
got
to
a
see it.
15. I don't know if that like
15 damaged or 15 to hit?
hit.
That hits.
Okay. What do I roll?
You're just punching him because that's all you can do. So you roll a d4 and then add your strength.
Had my strength.
Yeah, -4.
No, I don't. 3.
3. So Vesper, you see full on kills a dude, just stabs him through the head, and then you're like, yeah, and you punch this guy, and you take 1 point of damage because you're not used to punching stuff.
Oh.
But these two get past you.
You hate to see that.
You then see this guy come up, and as he steps through the doorway, you feel the air in the dungeon, as dank and damp as it is, you feel the temperature drop about 20 degrees. You can you can see your breath as you as he walks through, and he has this very regal sense to him. He's wearing crimson leather armor, a trench coat over that, and then a small like tri-corner hat, like very colonial times sort of look.
Mm-hmm.
You see his features are very sharp. He has long pointed ears like an elf. You can see the nails on his fingers are almost like daggers. They're pointed. And he looks over at the two of you. Well, I don't see why we can't reach a deal of some sort. And now we're going to go to the other four. How's it going, everybody? thank you for your
It's going.
patience.
I
So-
still hate Rupert.
I
Piece of
still hate him.
fucking shit.
All right, so you guys have taken your needed rests, and Rupert and Animus have finished the teleportation circle. You don't quite know where it's going to take you, but it'll be somewhere around Western.
Yeah, I mean, I had to finish it off myself because Rupert's a piece of fucking shit.
Oh my god.
You see Rupert just
I
kind of
will kill him.
stands there.
I didn't. Yeah. I will kill him. That was Caleb.
I will murder him. He will be murderated.
He also should just. I think he should just know at this point he's dying a slow and painful death. So.
I wouldn't expect anything less. But
I. Okay. That's fine. I didn't mean to say it as an investigation.
well, I figured you'd want to.
Yeah, just not yet. I don't want it to be too
I
obvious
don't want it
yet.
to be obvious.
I
that I'm
will.
gonna
I will
murder
take that one out. I don't want him to know that yet. So let's pretend like.
him. Okay.
Is the circle done then?
Yes.
Okay. And then everyone else is asleep, or we've already all.
Yeah,
already slept
everybody's
and
had
everything.
a short rest at least. If you
I think we did.
if
most
you
of us
have
got long
if
rests.
you have long rests that last 4 hours, unless you guys wanted to do the whole long rest.
I think we
I think that's
did.
what we did.
Okay.
I at least
I
took
think we
4
did.
hours.
Okay. Just
Because
checking.
Abby took full 4 hours, and then Arthea took 4 hours, and then she woke up and kind of did some stuff while we all were sleeping.
Well, she was gonna watch over Rupert
Okay.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for me.
All right.
Rod
Yeah.
got some rest.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been. You
Yeah.
guys have regained your spell slots. Everything is good. For those of you that need to prepare spells, I hope you have done so.
I did
Awesome.
for
I will
once.
do that.
Oh my
I will
god.
do such a thing.
Oh yeah.
Good how you could have been doing it.
So
No, it's okay.
Rupert turns to all of you. Well, I know that you don't trust me, and I know that I don't deserve that trust anymore. But I will, as the contract says, help you. And to be completely honest, I would help you regardless. Anzu was kind to me when many weren't.
That's all
Insight
fine and
check.
dandy, Rupert.
Insight check, go ahead.
Don't trust this man. $19.
19.
Nice.
Sorry, my sinuses were being weird. He seems to be truthful, but it's really hard to read someone who their patron is the god of lies.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense.
Well, is everyone ready to go? Fire up the portal and everything,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be.
You see, Soph speaks up. I do not think I need to go. I would just drag everyone down.
So if we actually need you here to watch the poll,
Oh yes, yes, of course.
It was
I will
disturbing.
guard the pole. Yes,
disturbing in the least.
I was just as
when we came
disturbed
back.
as you, I assure you.
No, I'm glad that's how you feel. We did figure out pretty quickly it wasn't really you. So I don't know what Zygon feels about it, but I'll give you another chance.
I appreciate that, Animus, but Zygon is the ultimate decider.
Yes, of course.
Get pooped on.
I'm not the poll keeper.
Yeah, it's
didn't get
Zygon's
too-
pole.
Somebody's
Yeah.
got to do it, man.
So everyone else in the guild is going. You want everyone else to go. Just check in, just in case.
Ooh, hold
Did we?
on. Whoa. I think we just want us
Yeah.
five to
Yeah,
start.
after everything that just
including-
happened, the guild hall needs cleaned up, and we've got some PR management to do.
You see,
Yeah, I'd rather not lose.
Garnesh.
Nobody wants to go to a vampire bar.
Well, I would be more than happy to run PR. Back in a previous life, I was in charge of running PR for a GIF clothing store.
Garnesh, I was actually wondering. We've already spoken with the Ashari on talking with possible allies. While we're gone, we need to some sort of contact with the Slayers Take and possibly talk with them and some of their older members that we have had contact with in the past, of course. And then also, if you can make any sort of contact with what the fuck's that one city of Onoa? If you could make any sort of contact with Onoa, just let them know we need to talk with Gold Fleece. We can either message him or go by telegram or just go straight to him. But we're in need of his assistance as well. Those
Garnesh
two are
salutes
very
you.
important.
All right, I will take care of that immediately. He turns around, he says, okay, guys, huddle up. And then you see them all, rock, paper, scissors, trying to figure out who has to go. And you see Turk. Why do I always have to?
Fuck yeah.
Fine, I'll go to Onoa.
Get Turk
It's
out of
not like I
here.
have anything else to do. That is very kind of you, Turk. That is very kind. Now, huddle up again, guys. And you see, psh, psh, psh. And then you see Rex comes up short, and he's like, fine. I'll go find these druid wizard fire people, I guess.
No, the Slayers Take. We already talked to the Ashari.
Is that? Oh, Garnash said, oh, well, yeah, I can. And then you say, Garnash, oh, no, Rex, I can get that. We're good. I can handle that. I can go across the street. It's fine. I think actually
Rex
Soph
would
needs you to
go-
help clean the bar, because you're very hygienic, and you just see these two just kind of going back and forth, arguing over who gets to go across the street.
Oh boy. Also, while you guys are arguing about that, we, I believe, in honor of Anzu not being here, I think, making sure the bar is still running well, and even maybe having a couple nights a week where we do some sort of theme to get them all in, get some people coming in and spending their money here, if you could do that, make us some more money, that'd be good. You guys are in charge of figuring out that theme, but don't cost us
Turk
money. Just
speaks
come
up
on
and he
good
says,
paycheck.
we could do ladies' night. Guys, I've been pitching ladies' night for weeks now.
Turk, what is ladies' night?
Ladies get half-price drinks? Duh. Have you never been to a
Okay.
bar? Like,
I've been to a bar. I don't talk with the ladies in that way much, so I don't think about that.
you see them all kind of giving strange looks, being curious
Not
as to
like
what you
that.
mean by that.
Oh my god. Not an intimate creature is all I mean by that. Turk, that's a great idea. Stuff like that, just don't cost the bar money, and try to make us some money, because we're going to need to start paying a good amount of people, because people aren't just going to work with us for free going forward.
You give them their orders, they all kind of disperse out, and then you see Rupert just waiting next to the circle, glowing with a faint blue energy.
Nice. Who wants to go through the portal with Rupert? Who should definitely not go first?
I can go with them.
I was planning on going last.
Okay.
No. Oh, no.
What do you think I'm
You
going
don't
to
need
do?
to go last.
I have to stay here to
Rupert.
make sure the portal functions.
The portal's going to function, Rupert.
Are
It's
you
going to
sure
be
about
okay.
that?
I worked on it. Okay, well, you and Braun can go last then.
Fine.
All right, I'll go first. Make sure it functions as properly from the other side.
Anzu, or not Anzu, Animus. Sorry. Animus, roll me percentage dice.
Percentage dice?
Yeah, it's a teleportation circle.
Come on, boys. 4.
4. Just a 4? Okay.
Yeah, 004.
Huh. Okay. So
You love to see it. I
you
think.
you go through the circle, and then the energy carries you. You feel your spirit, essence, whatever, floating over the city, and then shooting off towards Western. You land. You land in this. So Western is laid out like a very normal city, like a big intersection and then a few side streets.
Oh, grid system?
Yeah, more grid-like. It's you see that the layout has changed a little bit. You see that there's some buildings that have been demolished, that certain fortifications have been built, but you are in the center of the city, in the city
Okay.
square. You make a perception check for me. Perception or investigation, I'll let you choose. Also,
Definitely perception.
who's going in next?
I can
15?
go.
14?
14. Thea, go ahead and roll percentage dice for me.
Okay.
So, Animus, you see that the streets are pretty bare. You also see rats skittering along. Most of the vegetation is gone. And there's this kind of thick fog just kind of in the air. It's hard to see super far in front of you. Very Lovecraftian in feel.
Okay.
All right, Thea, what'd you roll?
85.
85. Okay. So, you feel your essence going towards Western. You appear, and standing next to you is Animus.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
All right, who's next? I guess Zygon's next.
Uh,
Roll me those percentage dice.
the 005.
Oh, so you rolled a 5? Okay.
I guess so.
Let's go.
All right. So, you feel your essence, yada yada yada. You land, and
That's what my essence.
you feel yourself hit, and you hit wood beneath your feet.
Mm,
You are
okay.
in some kind of room. You also see that the ceiling has partially caved in, and you see a small fire crackling a few feet in front of
Am
you.
I alone?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
You might be able to use your teleportation circle.
17.
Stone now.
17. So, you look around, and you hear this shuffling of footsteps, and then you see, running away from the fire, you see about 20 people, of
Oh,
varying
shit.
ages. Some children, a few, like 4 children. Most of them are mothers, not the children. That was weird phrasing, but um, you
Unfortunate.
see a few mothers and with their children, and you see 3 kind of young men. Um, one is dwarven, one is human, and then one is well, there's 2 humans and 1 dwarf, and they are going for their swords.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and talk to him and be like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where am I?
You're in Western. Who are you?
I'm Captain Patcheye, if you must know. And who are you?
My name's Darren.
Okay. And you two?
You see these two, and they both the dwarf, his beard has been shaved. It's completely gone. You've never seen a beardless dwarf. You see that the other human, he's missing an eye. And Darren says they don't speak much these days.
No, that's fair. Have you tried a patch for that eye? Might help.
The one-eyed human sheaths his sword and goes and comforts the others.
Well, if you'll point me in the direction of the door, I'll get out of your hair.
What are you doing here?
Here to visit my my favorite pub, Daryl. He's the bartender around these parts. You may know him.
Daryl moved away a while ago.
Well, it has been years since I've been here.
Make a deception check.
Oh,
Daryl! I forgot he moved to Whitestone.
Yeah, he moved to Whitestone because Zygon said things are getting weird here. You should probably leave.
Yeah. Well, then we
Say,
saw him in Whitestone also.
Yeah, you did.
True. It's a 20, not natural.
Okay, yeah. Well, a lot's changed in the years since you've been here.
Yeah. How are the what's Vesper's last name?
The Derolo. So they're the royalty of Whitestone. So common people of Western might not know who they are. Just so you know.
Okay. Well, changed how? I mean, you're missing one damn good bartender, that's for sure.
He just kind of gestures around him. Are you sure you have a good eye?
I noticed that. No, the old eye ain't what it used to be. I'm gonna switch to the other eye.
Zygon, you see clearly now. The building is in disrepair, and you look around the rest of the street. Most of these buildings are in disrepair. Some of them demolished. You see that there is just rats everywhere. There's a very thick fog just enveloping the whole town. Just kind of like a Transylvania sort of vibe. How many different references to this sort of vibe can I do tonight, chat? Anyway, it's eerie. There's also like there's no birds. There's no like, the wind isn't really even blowing here. It's just this dull, dim sort of stillness.
What brings you to such spectacular lodgings as this?
We're the only ones who wouldn't lick the Margrave's boot, or the ones that are left
Good for
after
you.
he cracked down.
I respect that. What's the Margrave been up to?
You see them all. When you say Margrave, you see all of them just spit at the mention of him.
Oof.
He what hasn't he been doing? He conscripted every man he could into the military. Those that wouldn't follow him were swiftly executed, and they left us. You notice that these men are maybe 17. Like they are young, like peach fuzz sort of people. A dwarf at 17 would be able to grow a beard, but that's neither here nor there. But you see that also there are more kids here than adults. You start noticing this as you see more and more people are starting to come out. There's about 50 people here, and about 30 of them are children of varying ages and races.
Are any of the children the baby that we dropped off? Can I tell?
No, that was also in Whitestone.
Oh damn! I keep getting mixed up. Okay.
It's cool. Zygon has
Alright.
memory issues. He's, he just remembers
That's
that his
true.
money is somewhere nearby.
Mm. Well, I take it since you're all huddled here, it's not quite safe out there, and I'm gonna gesture outside.
I wouldn't be caught out there at night.
What time is it? Is it hard to tell with all the fog?
Yeah, it is kind of. It seems like it's perpetually night. You can't even see the sun if the sun is even up.
Hmm.
Dude, you landed in the
Interesting.
upside down.
Apparently.
Braun, go ahead and
Let's
roll
see.
your percentage dice.
Is he rolling it with or
They're rolling
like
separately.
do they get this? Rupert and Braun are?
Yeah.
Rupert and Braun roll separately.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
31.
31. Okay.
Ah,
I got a 42. So, Zygon, as you're talking to Darren, you hear this static sort of electrical sound as Rupert appears in the room with you.
nice. Thank God.
Braun,
Perfect.
you appear next to Thea and Animus.
Where's Lochner showing up?
Oh yeah, I got to roll for him too.
Yep.
Yes.
I forget sometimes. He would be with you guys. He's not with Zygon and Rupert.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
Cool.
Lochnar is also there.
Nice.
So what do you guys want to do? Zygon, you are currently speaking with the citizenry. As it, for some reason, it seems like you're always doing in situations like this.
So it's just me and Rupert talking to him?
Yeah. Rupert, you see, is
Okay.
he's kind of just studying everyone. Like he's looking for something. You can clearly tell.
Excuse my friend here. Less of a friend, more of an acquaintance, but I'm gonna go speak to him real fast. And then I'll be like, what the hell are you trying to pull? What's going on?
I told you the circle was not 100%, but they shouldn't be too far away. Also, I am very hurt that you don't consider me a friend.
Hey man, it's a long journey to get there. I don't have a lot of friends. And
I
then one
wonder
single
why.
tear will fall out from under my patch.
Just the eye patch side, not the other side.
Exactly, it's under control.
Like lift it up to.
So many sight gags. No pun intended.
Oh yeah.
So Rupert still looks at these people. They've thinned them out since the last time I was here.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's a little dangerous out there. But it's a good thing you're with me.
Zygon, to be completely honest, you're probably the most like me there is in your group.
Oh no.
Go on.
Well, you'd do anything for your family, wouldn't you?
Oh no.
Who told you about my family?
I was a member of the guild, and it's very hard to keep lies from someone as well versed in them as I am.
That's fair. Well, yeah, I probably would do most things.
Then we have a kindred spirit in some way. Come on, I should be able to get us where we need to go. Anzu's being held in the dungeon, which is... He looks around at the scenery. Oh, this place really has just gone to hell. He should be nearby.
Well, we should find the
Cannot
others
wait.
before we go there.
Are you sure?
Hey, who's the prisoner here?
Last time I checked, neither of us are.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue semantics. Come on, And I'm gonna lead him out the door.
So you guys go out. So you three plus Lochner, you are standing in the center here. You hear this shuffling sound.
It's like the morning, right? By the way, Jacob.
It's hard to tell what time it is. The fog is so
But
thick.
like we left and we teleported in the morning from.
You did.
There's a time
And then
difference, though, I think.
and then we showed up, so it'd be late morning.
It'd be around
in
noon.
Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, are we in the middle of the roads?
Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of this like central square, and you notice now as the fog kind of shifts and stuff, you're standing underneath a gallows.
Oh, nice.
There's just a
Good.
swinging rope gallows just right in front of you.
Cool. I would. What do people look like here? Like what's like the dress of Western?
I mean, it's the same as what it would be in a Mon, just a little less expensive.
I'm gonna disguise self because number one, I know they're on the lookout for Kinku, and I think
Okay.
if they see my fucking beak coming off my face, it's gonna be a dead giveaway to our group being here.
I mean, fair.
So I'm gonna disguise self as probably a human, a little bit tattered, not quite like poor, but like kind of just like not doing well. I'm gonna go for thin too because I feel like that's kind of the feel right now of the town. So
Okay.
human, dark hair, little dirty, tattered clothes.
Okay.
Thin.
You do so.
Yep.
But you hear this shuffling sound, and it's getting closer.
I don't like that. Can I look around to see what it is?
Make an investigation check.
Why not perception?
Because you're not perceiving, you're investigating.
Well, I perceive
Since
the
I'm not
sound with my ears,
actively
and I would like to
looking-
perceive it with my eyes now.
Yeah, but you're actively looking.
Okay,
Jacob,
it's a
since I'm not
Jacob.
actively looking, can I perception?
No, that's not what perception is supposed to be used for.
I'm not
That's-
actively looking.
Can I
so
quickly
I
just
can
do a
probably
360
perceive
and
it.
see what I see with perception?
Oh, that's not how
Wait,
that works.
Jacob, my
I feel
passive
like we
wisdom is
understand
22. Do I
perception.
perceive this?
Perception is like you just naturally hearing things and stuff. Investigation is
Yeah,
looking specifically for something.
I feel
No,
like
I had an honest
investigation is
question. I have a 22 passive wisdom, so I'm wondering if I would.
Yeah, your
perceive this
passive
before
perception,
anything.
that's how you can hear this thing. It's not super close to you, but there's just like this shuffling, shambling in the fog. Thea, what'd you roll on your investigation? A 10?
A 10.
So you can see this figure in the fog, this kind of hulking mass of something, and you see it's just carrying behind it. It's got this large, what looks like a cleaver, kind of pyramid head. If you're thinking Silent Hill here,
Yep. That's not good.
Yikes.
but it's not pyramid head for legal reasons.
No, it's square head.
It's trapezoid head.
Rhombus.
Run!
Oh my god.
Cool.
Is the rest of the area just empty?
Yeah, there's no one around. The buildings are starting to collapse. It's just a dead town.
I want to like try and kind of. Is it just kind of like walking in our direction?
No, it's walking. It's walking like parallel to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Does it
not
look
coming
like
towards
it's
you.
seeing us?
Not that you can tell. No.
Okay, I'd like to kind of like motion to everybody to like try and hide because that seems big. I don't want to interact.
Everybody make a stealth check.
Can we just like
I'll
jump?
move.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna move over to the side. I don't want to hide because I feel like since we're in the middle of a town, it's not too abnormal to see a human walking around.
Okay. Everybody
but I
make a
don't know.
stealth check.
I'm gonna give Lochnar the blessing of the trickster, so he has advantage on his stealth check just in case.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
Okay. Yeah.
So stealthy.
He got a 16, I believe.
I got
Bron, what'd you get?
25.
Okay. Thea, what'd you get?
30.
Oh, the student is becoming the master.
I
The
can't even
teacher.
get a 30.
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
the student has become the teacher.
That's not
I have
how
a
that-
+9.
I have a
That's
plus
not the
13.
expression.
How is that
Yeah.
possible?
He's not a stealth
You
rogue.
had-
He's
you
an
must-
I murder people rogue.
Yeah, I don't have expert. I just have proficiency in it.
So,
I'm just walking, Jacob. I don't want to make it look like I'm with them. I'm gonna start walking, like
Okay.
kind of while they try to hide.
okay, so
Gotta be
as you guys
different.
go to hide, Animus, you begin to walk, and this figure,
I want to walk towards it, kind of like
Okay.
towards and past it, like
Okay.
way out of its way.
this
though.
figure immediately stops, and you see its head cranes back, and you see it actually like twists backwards,
Ew.
and it sees you,
Oh,
and you see these glowing blue eyes, and you see it begins
Oh,
coming
no.
closer, shuffling towards you.
what does it
How
look
is
like?
Uh,
now that I'm closer.
it
to
is a zombie Goliath.
I knew it.
Oh,
it was
damn it!
How
zombie.
quickly is
It's shambling. It's not running. You know, you could probably outrun it at
Am I
its
next
current
to
speed.
it?
So
Am I next to it, or
so
am
if
I
you look,
walking?
I'll use the battle map as an example here. Okay.
Because I don't want anyone else to get
So
involved. I
this
can get away.
this is you.
Yep.
This is the thing.
Yep.
So if you keep going this way, it's gonna come this way.
Okay, and what's the road look like? Can I like turn off to a road that he's walking down?
Yeah, so
can
you're
I
in a
turn right?
crossroad. So you can go the opposite
Yeah, I'll
direction.
Yeah, I want to turn right and just start kind of walking down the crossroad and see if he starts picking up any speed.
Yeah, as you begin turning, he just is starting to book. You see he hefts the cleaver over his shoulder and just
Okay.
you hear bones snapping as flesh is rending from them and then reattaching as it runs.
Okay, I'll start running, I guess then. Is there any houses I can kind of
Make
duck
a
into?
dexterity check for me. You can do acrobatics here.
Natural 20.
nice?
Okay. So you begin running as this shambling mass of muscle begins running after you. You look around briefly and you see a small alcove that you duck into, a small alley. You duck in there and then you tuck yourself into blending in. Excuse me, blending in with a bunch of garbage and trash. You kind of hide yourself in it, and you hear boom, 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 boom as it's running, and then it eventually runs past you, and you hear its steps getting softer and softer as it gets away.
I'm gonna peek out and see if it passed me.
It is gone.
Okay. Is there anyone out in the streets right now?
No, not that you can see.
Okay. I'll walk back towards the alley where they hid then.
Okay. Animus rejoins you, sweat dripping down his face, hair every which way. Quite the experience.
Well, since I was the last to get here, where's Zygon and where's Rupert?
Well, unfortunately, it's kind of similar to what happened to us when we went up to the what was that city in the mountain where we met the mind flayers?
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Elven city
Yeah.
that we all went to up in the mountains.
Yes.
I don't know why I miss, but yeah, it's similar to that situation where sometimes when you fix a portal, it's not always perfect because it wasn't my portal, so I couldn't control it. Zygon shouldn't be very far away, though, realistically, and I don't think there's many possible outcomes of where you could have been teleported, so Rupert shouldn't be far either, or he could even be with Zygon, so...
I think it's since we're all on the same plane. If Zygon was alone and gotten separated from us, he could easily just teleport to us. But Rupert can't do that.
Yeah, but there's also a block on the teleportation stones in this city
Well,
right
I
now.
thought that was
There's
just
an
for us trying to get here into the city, like a
I can
barrier
try to
around the
teleport
city.
him real quick. If I try to teleport him to him real quick, I'll try to bring him back to here. I just ran 3 blocks, so I think I know kind of where I am.
On them
even
human
though it's a little
legs.
bit foggy.
On them human
Yeah, on my
legs.
human legs. Sorry, guys. You guys haven't seen my human form before. A little strange. I'm gonna try to teleport to Zygon.
All right, so you use the stone and whoosh, you teleport. Zygon, you and Rupert are walking down a desolate street. You get to the center where this gallows is hanging, and then whoosh, Animus
See
appears.
Animus disappear and reappear
Yeah.
right in front of you. Oh!
Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna look around, Jacob, real quick. Am I in the same am I in the same area?
Yeah, pretty much the
Right,
exact
okay,
same area.
cool, yeah.
You also
I'm a
hear
little
this
bit of
blood-curdling scream echo through the city.
nice.
Rupert,
Hey, Zygon.
you found the beast, didn't you?
Why is there a beast walking around? That would
Maybe.
just
Well-
kill innocent citizens.
Oh well, in Western, no one's innocent.
Oh, yeah, you've made that very clear, Rupert. You've made that very clear. Zygon, the others are just over here. I was going to teleport to you, but obviously we were a lot closer than mine and Rupert's creation of this
I
teleportation
believe you said it
circle
was
made me
mainly
think-
yours. It was your wonderful craftsmanship that got us all here on different places. It was really great, honestly.
Rupert, I don't like the sass.
I mean, I'm having a good time.
Well, yeah, they're just over here. Whatever the fuck that thing
Okay.
was, it seemed like it was some sort of zombified Goliath. Rupert, are there any more of those that we
Oh,
need to be
God.
weary of?
No, unless they've made some additions to the roster. I don't think so, though.
Okay,
I'd rather not find out.
let's walk 30 feet this way, join up with the others, and I'm gonna ask.
You guys can
couple more
literally
questions
see
first.
this whole conversation happening as you're looking from the alley. So you go
Let's
back
lead the
over.
way.
All right.
Everybody is united again except for Anzu.
Okay. Rupert, what certain, are there any certain guards or creatures like the one we just witnessed that are patrolling the city streets right now that you know of? That could be or are for sure, or maybe aren't,
Well,
but we need to be aware of?
At night, the queen's spawn like to go around the city looking for any stragglers. But no, just the beast that roams.
And why is there a beast that roams?
Well, you know, jaywalking, littering, any crime of any sort.
I was
Having the
doing
wrong
neither of those
face.
things. Yeah,
Blinking
I
too
could have done
fast.
that.
Yes, blinking too fast. The Margrave put that into law a few weeks ago.
Black, probably dark hair. Dark hair could do it.
No, he actually doesn't mind that. Let's see. Breathing in a weird way.
I was definitely doing that. It was
basically
weird. I
anything.
didn't have my beak anymore, and so with a human mouth, it's a little bit different to breathe. So that it definitely picked up on that.
Well, I would suggest not breathing weird anymore, or just ever
Right.
seeing that thing. It's
I'm
quite
figuring it
dangerous.
out. No, I'm figuring it out pretty well. I think we'll be okay. Don't worry.
It's in through the nose, just so you know.
Yes, of course.
Okay, just making sure.
It's similar, but not. Right when he started walking up, I had just done it for one of my first
okay,
times.
okay.
Yes. I don't usually pick a human, but I decided to.
I know,
this
so
time.
boring. All right. Well, shall we go save Anzu?
Please.
Yeah. Yes. Let's get going.
I guess.
Very well. Oh, and if anyone talks to you, don't talk to them back.
What if we know them?
No one really is who they say they are anymore. When you were last
You've
here,
made that
things
very
were
clear,
quite different.
Rupert.
I lead by example. He begins walking you through. Anzu, we are now going to go back to you. So,
Yes.
this finely dressed man has asked you to come back into his office. Vesper, seeing as how you guys don't have a ton of choice, knowing that this is a vampire. Do so. He sits down at his desk. You see a few papers spread out. Well, it seems as though the rats have fled the nest.
Eh. I think
You-
he's talking about us, Vespa.
She gives you a no duh look. He is flipping through a book on his desk, Anzu, and you immediately recognize it as your spell book. He lifts it up and he holds it out in front of you. Professor, I believe that I have something you want, and you could do something for me in return.
And what would that be?
Well, I'll let you and your little friends leave and go do whatever it is you heroic types do. And in exchange, you take care of someone for me.
Okay, and who would that be?
Well, she has many names, but the one she gave me was Matilda.
That sounds familiar.
You can try
Isn't
and
that-
figure it out.
Yeah, can I make a history check?
Yeah, go ahead. What? Well, actually, I'm not gonna give it to you. I want you as Anzu to remember it.
That's the lady we met, right? Whenever he and I snuck into that house. Her name was Matilda, wasn't she?
Oh, she was Matilda was the military lady in the cloud top that we were talking to at the Spencer estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the one that got really drunk, but
Yeah. She
That-
was working for what's his face? I forgot his name.
she was working for the head of the military in Amman.
I can't remember his name. It's killing me.
So she's the head of the
The
military
guy-
of Amman?
That could be her.
That's the only Matilda that
You
like I know.
haven't
we've
seen
met.
her in a while, but the
Who
Matilda.
is this Matilda?
Well, she's the one that brought you in here. I'm sure that you know. You know, red hair, tall.
You were
So-
so off.
What I will say is that magic users can disguise themselves as Animus is shown this evening.
Mhm.
That could have been her posing, because you've got to remember that the information you got from that woman that you got drunk led to her boss being murdered in a way. So this could all be part of it. You begin to click that into your brain. The puzzle pieces begin to line up a little bit.
That she was kind of disguised behind the scenes learning all this.
And she could have been the one orchestrating the assassination of her boss.
Okay.
And then
There we
she was
go.
the one that brought me in here.
that would also
These
explain
two-
why she knew about your guild hall. That would also
Right.
explain why she knew the city really well and could go places. But she does, if it is the same Matilda, she looks different now. She's like a lot younger. I mean, she is a vampire,
Vampire.
Hotter
so.
than when you hit on her last time.
I mean, I don't really have issues taking care of her since, she's evil. So. Why is it that you want her dead? I mean, I'll gladly do it. Just carry.
Well, if you must know, it's simply a line of succession. With her
Ah.
dead, there will be a power vacuum among my people, and I intend to fill it.
And I suppose you'll be giving me my spell book.
Oh, this. You want this?
Well,
I was going to give you
and
your
our
life.
items, if you know where they are.
I might. I just want an insurance.
Look over at Vesper. Does he want me to say yes again? I don't quite know what he's saying.
I don't really know what he's saying either. Vampires, their brains don't, function like ours.
Yes, we may have a slow one here. I said yes.
You're making it a lot harder to kill you.
He's gonna die.
Or, I guess I don't have to. Fine. Yes, I know you said yes, Anzu. But I want a guarantee that you'll do it. So here's what I'm going to do. Your little princess over here is going to stay here with me. If I find out that your mission failed, I'm going to kill her. If it succeeds, I'll release her.
Vesper. This is... Can I... Okay. Based off of looking at this dude, could he kill us both right now?
Yes.
Okay.
He could kill
No
you
hesitation.
instantly. He could probably kill you. You have no spell. You don't have your spell book.
You know what
However,
that feels like.
I don't think we have much of a choice, do we?
What's a few more hours in prison?
Well, that's my worry, that it may be more than a few hours. This lady is quite squirmy.
You have to do what you have to do, Anzu. And I have full faith in you. She gives you a little wink.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, oh.
All right, where's the contract?
No contract, my friend.
Oh,
Just a
yes.
deal. He holds out his hand.
I'll shake it, and then with my other hand, I'm going to slowly reach for my spellbook.
He'll hand it to you.
Okay.
This is sus as fuck. This is big sus.
It is, but I don't have much of a choice. It's either this or
No, I know, but I'm just really confused on his thought process.
Anyway, do you know where I can find my staff and take care of your problem?
Yes, follow me. You see,
Also, do you know any weaknesses she may have? Since you've been around her so long.
it's in what any other vampire fears. Sunlight, water, things like that.
Did you say
And
what?
Helsing.
You know, that guy. That guy sucks.
You meant holy water, right?
Yes, holy water. Well, so running water works
Okay.
against vampires. They can't cross running water.
Eh?
That's old school. That's
Sleepy
like
Hollow bullshit.
that's Bram Stoker's Dracula. Vampires cannot cross running water.
Hey, I have kind of a tricky question. Okay.
You see
Say I
him
wanna
hit
bait
a real
Oh.
quick. You see him hit a panel on the side of this wall, and it slides out, and there is a small chest.
I'll
You now have all your belongings back.
Okay, and then I'll give Vesper. Vesper, is there anything you want me to take care of, or do you want to leave it here?
If you could leave the Margrave alive, I think that he has been corrupted by these vampires. I don't think he is himself.
Well, I'll do my best. I'll get all my stuff and I'll give her a hug, a little gnome hug.
A nice platonic hug.
I promise I'll bring you back, Vesper.
I know you will. So you then. Oh, why did that lock? Okay. So then you go back through here. You see that the 2 guards that ran out are dead. Let me close this door. There we go.
I want to let the draft in.
Can I
Not paying to
give
heat the whole
Mathis
castle.
a potion of greater healing? Or
Yeah,
no,
you
a minor.
yeah, you give it to him. You also see that he's feeling a little bit better. He has been healed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Mathis elects to also stay behind, not wanting to be a burden to you, and also the fact that, you know, he almost died.
Mathis, why don't you want to come? I mean, freedom. It's out there, you know, you could come get it.
Anzu, I will be leaving here. I just can't help you in the fight that is to come. Plus, if what you've said is true, I fear where that giant arcane bomb might be going. Once the spell on this place has been lifted, I will be traveling back to Iman, and Vesper will be traveling back to Whitestone.
I know you didn't like me finishing it, but I did as much as I could. Stop it.
I know. And if something does come of it, you and I both will have blood on our hands.
Good luck.
To you as well, my friend.
And then I'm ask Hilda to heal me. My bodacious body.
She's, oh, well, okay, if you need it. Anzu, make a perception check.
She's not gonna stab me, is she?
No. Perceive this
It's the
knife
ultimate
going into your
betrayal.
chest.
It's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So she holds up her hands to you, and she says a few things under her breath, and then you see her hands glow with this like lime green energy, and you feel yourself heal for 5 hit points.
Better
Nice.
than nothing.
Like one of those crossbow bolts.
I know it's not a lot, but I can do more later if you need it.
Well, that's if I get out of this alive. We'll see how it happens. But hey, you know, miracles happen. Anyway, time to kick some ass.
And so you go through this door and you see a staircase on the other side. So you go up the stairs, and you see you go up and you see a grate covering where the stairs are. You open the grate and you come out and you are in a mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
This is a secret entrance into the dungeon in the middle of the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be where we go back to the rest of the group. You thought I was
Yes.
gonna end the session because that's how I start ending the
I
session.
did.
Ha! Nope. So, Rupert leads you guys through the city. The over. Go
Quick
ahead.
interjection. Do we have the name of the vampire guy who was talking to Anzu for my notes?
He did not ask.
Okay. Just wondering.
So you guys are walking along. I always did hate this place.
Mm.
They project that they're so comforting and welcoming, but to those that they deem wrong, they treat like animals. I don't expect
Is
any
that
of you to
just-
understand.
Is that just all of Western? Just out forever? Like that's how it's always been here?
Not always. The Margrave a few years ago began to become more cruel. It started out with little things, increasing taxes on businesses owned by non-humans. Then it became to where the only guards he would hire would be human. And eventually, the entire government was comprised of just humanity. The more minority races of the gnomes, half-orcs, even a little collection of Goliaths raised protest, and they were met with jail time. So I decided, if I'm going to be treated like a criminal, I'm going to be a good one. So I did what I could for my family.
What is Rupert? What's
He's
his
a half-orc.
race? And okay, yeah, I thought so. I was just confirming that.
And now look
Ah,
at the splendor that is Western. If I told you I was sad about what had happened, I would be lying. But I do not cherish what has happened to the people. Even those that treated me poorly, and those that treated my siblings poorly. And those that
well,
killed my father.
Western definitely needs some sort of rejuvenation in a couple areas, and that's what we need to try to do here. But it really sounds like it was far before the Margrave that you were dealt a bad hand in life. So
You speak as though you know. You speak as though you've seen things. You don't know.
Something has happened to the Margrave. Why would somebody suddenly decide to be so tyrannical?
true.
I don't know. But what I do know, I'm going to kill him. I just want you to all be on board for that.
I don't know
Don't
anything
wanna
about
be a
being
part
on
of it.
board with that. We don't know the situation. You don't
What
know
more
the
do you
situation.
need to know? What more do you need to know? Look around you.
Easy. If he's being controlled by somebody else against his will, you're killing an innocent person being controlled by somebody else.
Don't be naive,
I'm
Braun.
not gonna
No one is
lie.
innocent.
Okay,
We've all done
so
things. This
Rupert, you've
man.
had hard
it's not
times,
about
my
being
boy.
completely innocent, but in this particular case against you, he would be innocent.
I didn't expect any of you to understand.
As of this moment, I'm down to kill the Margrave, but if something comes up where we find other information out, then yeah, maybe we have a second thought about it and try to kill and get rid of whatever's controlling the situation, as Braun's saying. But I mean, I'm on board with what you're saying. Kill the Margrave, and then afterwards we get to punish you for what you've done.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, should we kill all of the people that were just attacking us in the bar who were being controlled and manipulated?
And to be fair, we did kill a
You
lot of
killed many of them, Braun.
Yes,
We did,
because
yes.
we couldn't stop it from happening beforehand. We didn't understand the situation.
The
And that's what I'm
But as
saying. If
soon as
we
we
don't have the
did-
evidence against him beforehand, then that's fine. But if we find out something else along the way that maybe proves his innocence or someone else's, then you can't just kill somebody that's being manipulated forcibly.
I mean, secondary thing there is the secondary thing there is the fact that Braun had to use a very powerful type of magic to even allow some of those people to walk away. We didn't think we had access to that magical power in the first place, and it's not really something we would have been able to do. We were just trying to fight at that point, so it's just kind of feeling out the battles as you go and dealing with your mistakes later. And we all here have made mistakes, including yourself, and now
As of right now,
some of those things are coming back.
we just are kind of we're indifferent. I don't think he's innocent or guilty. I don't really care at this point. That's not my concern. We need to deal with Anzu.
You guys continue walking. Do you know what I learned while I was being an adventurer?
What?
I learned that you people believe that this world is moral and that people are good and that people can be redeemed. It's not true.
Individuals can be.
No, they cannot.
So
Once
you're
someone is down,
irredeemable and need to die as well.
if that's what you say, then yes.
It's not what I say.
Really? You don't want to kill me, Braun?
What I say.
What I want is not what everyone wants, and the way I think and the way I'm frustrated is different from everybody else. Thea
Then
feels very differently on a lot of situations than we do, perhaps, or everybody has their own opinions on these things. I'm not saying you're irredeemable. I'm not saying you have to die, but it's kind of to put it bluntly, it's a dumb thought to just say that.
I wish I had the ability to see things in a more evolved way. But from what I have seen, there is good and there is bad. And the only person who gets to decide whether someone lives or dies is the person holding the weapon at their throat. And you have done that many times, as have all of you. You've chosen to kill others.
Yes.
I don't see how
Yep.
it's any different from what I've done. Oh, except you're considered
very
heroes.
Yep.
Many would not consider us heroes.
I've killed people who have done terrible things, but you deem me wrong, while all of you are right.
No.
You have
Pretty much.
no Rupert. You have done oh boy. Listen, all right. When it comes to being dealt a bad hand from birth, I can tell you I understand that. And I can also tell you almost assuredly that you have put more innocent, morally right people in harm's way, or even possibly killed more morally and right people. And that would be something everyone agrees with, that a ton of these people that you killed were morally better than any of us in this group. And I can tell you, I have probably killed very few, if any, that I know of. I know very, very few that I've killed that are morally correct. I've killed only people that I believe to be wrong, or have caused wrong to me, or
have
have been
threatened our
evil.
lives. Good or evil stands it doesn't matter when someone, as you said, puts a knife to your throat. All you can do is defend yourself. So that's all we do. We are constantly defending ourselves or protecting other people. That doesn't mean we haven't done anything bad. We did kill some innocent people that were attacking us, and don't think that I haven't forgotten it or how I feel about that. I find no comfort in my life being saved over the death of innocent people being manipulated by you.
It wasn't
Being
me who
manipulated by this
manipulated them.
organization, but you helped them, therefore you are held just as responsible.
Everything is so simple.
It really is.
It's not.
It's not.
It's more simple than you are making it out to be.
Braun, let me ask you.
It's not simple.
If people are threatening your family and saying that they will die because of your inaction, and that, yes, you do have to put innocent people into harm's way, whatever that even means, you're telling me you wouldn't do that? How about this?
What?
If Thea was in danger, and
Mhm.
she was going to die unless you killed someone that you might not think is a bad person, would you do it? Or would you let
We've
her
already
die?
dealt with that.
Probably
Oh.
not.
Dealing with Animus's situation, which I think they're all aware of that. This is me asking.
Yeah, they're
Like
aware.
they're all aware of what happened with Tabitha, right?
Yeah, they were all there.
Yeah, yeah. So we have already we have made every attempt to find middle grounds and find a solution where there seemingly isn't one. We are still dealing with that with Animus having this fucking contract with a demon that he wants no part of, and we're gonna fight it. Every bit of the way, we are going to fight it. It's not a matter of just you can choose A or B. It's not kill or be killed. You do have a choice. You had a choice if your family was struggling and dealing with this bad location. You still have choices to leave. It may be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, also something to add to that.
I had
is
choices
if
to
you
leave.
want to really...
I had
Oh,
choices to
no.
leave. I had no money.
That's
Nothing.
unfortunate.
And you say I had choices
So
to
you
leave.
you chose to inflict suffering on other people.
I chose to kill those that needed to be killed.
What about us? Did we need to be killed?
If
What
it's
about
for my
those people
family,
lying on
yes.
the floor in our bar? Did they need to be killed?
If it's for my family, yes.
So there's the difference. You would do anything and everything for your family without even trying to
And
think
you
of what
would
you're
let
doing
your
to other
friends
people.
die over people you don't even know.
Wouldn't let them.
Really?
We were faced with that decision dealing with Tabitha. We were all under attack, under threat of death, and we still found a way to spare her in some way.
Spare her?
I chose
Her
to die.
soul
I
is in
chose to die that
hell.
night.
How is that
We don't know
sparing
that.
someone? It's
Her
what
soul is
Animus believes,
redeemable.
isn't it?
Her soul has the ability to be saved instead of being under a
Yes,
contract
because
with a demon.
demons never lie.
I'm not saying he didn't lie, but I'm also saying that her in that state was not the correct state. And I was willing to die that night, and I'm still willing to die in the future if I'm wrong. And that's the difference, is that I'm willing to give up myself and the possibility that my family is still alive, because I understand that there's a lot more at stake than me and the possibilities that I'm chasing.
Zygon at
We
least
just need to find
understands.
Anzu.
Back off and keep walking.
You guys continue on, eventually getting to the graveyard, which is towards the edge of Western. You guys see a small gnomish figure kind of strutting through this graveyard, and you have reunited with Anzu.
Oh, all right. That easy.
Yeah, it was that easy. He's already out.
Hello, everyone.
Anzu?
He did half the work.
Anzu, what the
We
fuck?
came to save you.
Oh,
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm
Get back in that
looking
fucking jail cell and let us come save you.
We got to do this right.
Well, I'm looking for that one vampire bitch so I can kill her, and then
I
rescue
mean,
Vesper.
we're also... Okay, we're also trying to kill her.
Did you see it?
I don't know where she is.
So you're just gonna walk out.
Just to ask Anzu, who is it that who even asked what? What is going on? How did the warden let you out?
He was the one that made the deal with me.
He made
I
you a
kill the bitch,
deal.
I get the woman, and I get free. Seems like a good deal to me.
Hmm.
He didn't even put interest on it.
Good to see where his loyalties lie.
Oh, is there a different one?
I
that
don't
his
know if you
loyalties
can
lie
quite
with?
question him about that, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's go find Matilda.
When you say that name, for the first time in a little while, you see Rupert the facade kind of cracks a little, and you see a shiver go down his spine.
Super facade.
What was that, Anzu?
I said we will kill Matilda.
That sounds
mission?
much easier said than done.
What, are you scared?
Once Matilda.
I don't know. You go in
Matilda.
there, you stick her with the pointy thing, and how
Yeah,
hard could it
yeah. You go in and you go pew pew, and you get a little,
Yeah.
and then you get a little shh, shh, and then she's
It's worked.
dead.
It's worked so far.
Yeah, it's worked so far.
Matilda, was the one that made me what I am today.
So you're
Good, you should
afraid
want
of
to kill her too.
I'm not afraid of her, but I respect her power.
You respect her
Sounds
power.
a little bit like you're afraid of her.
You can speak very cavalier as much as you want. You don't know.
Well, Rupert, that is fine with me. If you don't want to fight her, you don't need to. But remember this.
Oh, he actually
Nobody will
has
remember your
to.
name.
Anzu, I gave up on being legendary or well known very long ago.
Well, you can either sit there and cry like a turtle on its back, or you can do something about it. Now, whether you are willing to come or not is your problem, because we are going.
I just realized Anzu does not know that Rupert is a vampire. He does not know that he betrayed you guys.
Oh, we would have filled him in when we saw him. I would have been all like, Anzu, remember
I mean, I don't
Rupert?
know. As
He's
far
a
as
such
Andrew's
little
aware,
bitch.
he doesn't know any of this. He just thinks that
Rupert
Richter's
came
afraid
along.
and-
Rupert
yeah.
came along to help.
Well, I mean, I think Andrew would be able to put two and two together that he hasn't been trustworthy, but I wouldn't know he's a vampire. Well, actually, I do. Know
I'm
he's a
still
vampire.
gonna explain it to him, just so that we can get past this moment. I would
Okay.
say that, oh, here's Rupert, this stupid
Yeah,
piece of
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill this motherfucker whenever he's done with this stupid duty to come get you out of jail. I can kill him now. His contract's done, right?
You
No, not till he's back at the guild
he has
hall.
to see his family.
and
Oh,
Anzu has to be
fuck.
returned to
Out
the
of
guild hall.
Yeah.
Oh, true. So he has to come help us fight.
So
You
we
also
just
don't
return to
know
the
what
guild hall.
happens if you break the contract. You guys didn't get into that part.
I have to deal with more. Whoa! I watched him
Yeah,
write
we
that contract.
talked about it. He just said it frees him from the contract.
Yeah, but
If what?
Yeah.
you could.
Like,
You
well,
might
I
wanna
mean,
read it
from
more.
then on, he could be a threat to
Yeah,
us. But like,
exactly.
there wasn't anything like, oh, if you break it,
You
then
die.
Vecna instantly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, we watched him write it
Yeah.
too. So.
Rupert, if you would like to clear your name with the guild, killing a psychopathic bitch is probably a good way to start it.
I mean, at the very least, she seemed to be responsible for that group that was infiltrating our guild. Is that true, Rupert?
Yes.
Were you helping her in particular?
I mean, I was helping a lot of people.
And also, another question there, Rupert. Matilda is one of the 5, correct?
I think she's mentioned it a few times. Yes.
Okay, and then so you mentioned something about the warden's loyalties. Is that a loyalty to another member of the 5 that they want to take out Matilda, or is that a loyalty to another?
I assume it's
Enemy.
loyalty to himself.
It wouldn't make
just one
sense for
higher
someone else
standing.
in the
Oh,
5 to
sure.
want her dead.
Yes, she's
Insight
part
check.
of the 5. She kept saying the
Go ahead.
damn thing every time she passed my jail cell.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Rupert is not lying. He assumes that the warden is likely just looking out for himself and trying for whenever the queen vampire is killed to replace her.
Ah,
That's pretty much it.
he's a little bitch then. He wants someone else to do the job because he's not powerful enough, and then we'll just.
I mean, it's a
He-
win-win for us. If
well-
he's weaker than her and he gets control of the organization.
One thing I should have mentioned. Matilda puts her sirelings, I guess is how you could put it. When she releases us from her control, she puts a small addendum on it. None of us are physically able to act against her. We cannot attack her, including me.
Nice. Can you attack her other sirelings?
Yes, there's nothing blocking us
Okay.
from doing that.
Well,
But
that
that's
means
why
if
the
we go into
warden
this
is.
battle,
That's why the warden is saying what he's saying and wanting Anzu
So
to
he
do what
is
he
a
wants.
sireling of
Yes.
hers as well.
Yes, he is.
so if we go into this fight in Matilda, which we'll have others there, you will help us ward off the others, and a couple of us will try to deal with Matilda.
That seems more than fair to me.
Is it safe to assume that any vampire we come across is going to be a sireling of hers?
Likely, yes. But there's different levels of vampirism. To put it shortly, when you are turned into a vampire, your thoughts really aren't your own. It's the person who turned you that does the thinking. You are
Right.
basically under their control. However, if you consume their blood, then you are given your autonomy back. That has been what happened to me and and the warden and a few others, but most of them are dead now.
Mm.
Something Matilda had me do.
Force?
She believed that they were creating a sort of coup, and she had me going around. That's actually one reason why I was in Amon when you were looking for guild members.
Ha.
Well,
Well, Vesper's sitting in a cell. I have her favor to win. So why don't we get in there, bust them up like we used to, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because if she's one of the 5, we need to figure out a game plan for this.
Oh well, he
We
told
can't-
me her weaknesses are holy water and
sunlight, as all vampires, and also wooden stakes into the heart.
Yes, the vampire lore is quite well documented.
well.
I
Other
would
than that, I say we go in.
avoid the
Finger
sunlight
flame.
thing though.
Why is
Excuse me?
that?
I've seen Matilda in the sun before. She doesn't seem to be bothered by it. She is hundreds of years old, so that could be something.
Mm. Interesting.
Did anybody bring holy water?
I thought
Perhaps
sunlight.
Peter
I
could
think-
bless a little bit of holy water.
Yeah, I think Zygon had some.
I brought a little.
Oh,
I have
Zygon.
some. I can make running water, and I can make sunlight. So
I have an idea, right?
Yeah, see,
We
I
give
brought some.
Ron-
See, and then I'm gonna pour a little out in my hand, and I'm gonna spritz it on Rupert.
He takes 2 points
Oh,
damage. As you see, it
that's
burns his
so
skin a little
good.
bit.
I have
That's so good.
an
Do you
idea.
enjoy a little joke?
That's
I
a
did.
funny joke, Saigon.
Could
That's
we
a
Thank
get a
funny
little
you,
joke.
huddle
thank
going
you.
on? Everybody come around, please, please, please. Are we huddling?
Yeah.
Are
I
we
thought we
doing the
were
thing I
already
suggested?
basically huddled.
I took a
Okay.
step in. I didn't
This
huddle.
is my plan. We give Bron the holy water, right? Bron, you're gonna dash as fast as you can. And right before you dump it on her, I'll enlarge it. Boom. Twice the amount of holy water. She'll burn like a witch.
2 spritzes of holy water.
Pretty fond
Well,
of this
Anzu,
alchemy jug, though.
I know. but
Anzu, you
hey,
need the holy water as a way to make sure she can't come back after the attack. It's not like the holy water is just going to kill her. Did you see Rupert die just now?
oh, well, no, but that was just a little sprinkle.
We're gonna have to fight beforehand. It's not like
Yes,
any of
we
those
have Peter,
vampires.
you
Oh,
know,
can't
Peter
you?
could, you know, and then boom, she's gone.
Yeah, she just
Evaporated
sings,
like a
she
fart in the
sings a
wind.
little kumbaya. Okay.
What about, does anybody have shape water? Could we, like, throw that on her and then, like, when we see her close to death, use, like, shape water to basically reuse it? Or use more?
I mean, I feel like a sunbeam could still do it at the end,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, not if she's not
Well, she
susceptible to
won't.
the sun.
Well, she won't be susceptible to the sun, but she could probably still be disintegrated in the very end. Especially with my sunbeam, it'll absolutely overpower the fucking brain out of her.
It's considered
about to
like
be
divine, isn't it?
She's about to be
What, holy
susceptible
water?
to these hands.
No,
so she's about to be
sunbeams.
Sunbeam's not divine magic unless it's being cast by a cleric.
Okay, that's
It's
what
being
The
cast by a
classification
druid.
the classification of the magic is based on the class.
Wait, I
Oh.
thought druids have.
So his Eldritch
Let
Blast is a
me
druid
double-check.
spell,
No, that would be. Wait,
would be a
no, that's a
warlock
warlock
spell.
spell.
but he's saying that the caster indicates what type of magic it is.
Yeah, but I'm
No, that
dual
doesn't
classing.
change the damage type. It's still going to be radiant damage. If that's
That's
you're
what I was
referring to.
asking.
Yeah.
Yes, more. That was specific.
Divine and radiant are not the same thing. I think
Yeah.
it's
Okay, yeah.
my
So
magic is
it would be
divine.
radiant damage because I'm still a druid. It'd still be.
Well,
Yes, whatever the spell
I
says.
would think that we just need someone to keep her at bay while the rest of us hit her.
Oh yes, the bum rush strategy. It's
Hey, it's
quite
Rupert,
effective.
shut up. You just making fun of things that we've been successful for is really exhausting.
I was wondering, since when did he become a war general?
I don't know, and Anzu, he's getting really sassy ever since he realized that we are probably going to kill him at the end of this because
You
of
need
his.
a nap, Rupert.
No, Anzu,
Maybe
I do not
he's
need
just
a nap.
hangry.
Oh wait, that
Maybe
reminds
he
me.
needs a
And you see
Snickers.
him go to his bag, and he pulls out the Flagon Slayers insignia, and he gives it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I had this made while you were gone. I hope it's up to your specifications. Also, the forging brothers are making crests that they can weld onto your weapons, your armors. They even
Nice.
have a brand if you want it on your skin. I know that's a little barbaric, but
Oh no, we are branding our skins.
No, oh
We
no, the Slayers
already-
take
He
brand.
just gave us a brand,
The-
right?
no, he gave
No,
you
the
the
Slayers
insignia,
take
like the
brand.
patch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I want a tramp stamp
Slayers
brand.
take brand already burned some of my feathers and it wasn't very comfortable.
Well, guys, are you ready?
Let's
No,
fucking do this.
are we sure we don't need any more planning than this 30-second debate of throwing holy water and sunbeam?
Well, I
I've
guess
got a
we
bunch
also
of shit
don't
up my
really know
sleeve.
where
I'm fine.
we also don't really know where she is.
Right. Well, we can't rely on Rupert to do any of this because they're probably all sirelings of hers, and they're
But-
or
I can kill them.
Well,
I actually
yeah,
would enjoy
yeah,
killing most of them.
Rupert, sorry, would you be able to maybe draw the layout for us inside? Have you been in here before?
All of my interactions were outside of the Margrave's estate.
Oh, well.
That's another thing that you might want to know is we must be invited into spaces in order to enter them.
Oh, well then I'll go
Forgot
in and
about
I'll say,
that.
hey, I'm in.
You have to own it, don't you?
You do,
just carve
Wow.
our name into the wall.
but there's a few ways
Property
that you
of.
can get around it.
All right. Well, you find that way.
Well, I'll need one of your teleportation stones.
Oh boy, of
How about that?
course he'll need a teleportation.
Well, the only thing he can do
stone.
is teleport to us, so it's not like.
Exactly. It's not like I can make
So-
a grand escape.
I'll chuck him
And
mine.
mine. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he
catches
was
it.
also here willingly, so.
Don't get lost.
Okay, wait. So he has Anzu's.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Anzu,
Back when you're done.
Anzu, here you go. Take mine. You need that more than I do.
Oh, thank you. Yours
If-
is shinier anyway.
If I need, yeah, if I need to, I keep it just as I would keep the pole, nice and shiny. But that's another conversation.
Anzu's gonna take his greased hands with all the oil from the eggs he's eaten in the past 5 months.
Oh God, no! Oh my
Thank you. I
stone!
didn't think you would trust me with this.
Oh God, no! I'm so sad right now. My stone. I don't trust you. Give it back. I'm kidding. I can fly away. I'm a bird.
All right.
But not in your current form.
Are we all good?
Firm.
No,
I'd like to make a
that was
plan,
more
but
of
I
a
don't
joke.
think
Okay,
there really
okay.
is a
Yeah,
plan to be made.
the only thing is I think Rupert and I should try and go in first, or I'll go in. Rupert teleports to me, whatever.
Yeah, Lochnar
think,
should probably go there with you too, since he's a tank.
I think
Yeah.
the ability to get out is something we may need to talk about. She's very powerful, and if we need to be able to somehow get out of there. So if
I can dimension
needed,
door, and then you can
yeah,
all
we
teleport
can
to me.
dimension door,
Could also
teleport
teleport
out
us.
to Thea.
She is a powerful
Yeah, but that
magic
takes a minute.
user, as you all know. Be prepared
Yep.
to battle.
Before
Well, I can
before we go
also-
in,
Hot potions.
I'm gonna touch Anzu's shoulder and cast Death Ward on him.
Okay. How long does
Nice.
Death Ward last?
8 hours.
Okay.
Are you trying to fucking kill me?
It's if you die, you come
Anzu's-
back to 1 hit point.
Anzu, how do you feel right now?
Doesn't sound like a good.
Death
What?
ward. It keeps
Yeah.
it away.
How
He heard
how's your
death.
health right now?
Yeah.
I said
I am.
power Anzu.
Power
I'm at
kill.
88,
Out of
91.
okay.
You want to give me 3?
Yeah, I'll give you 3. I'm just gonna go. Wait, just use a. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just give you fucking. I'll cast Cure Wounds on Anzu.
I'm gonna give my
Or
last
else-
roll a haste to Braun.
Okay.
That lasts for 1 minute.
It is a concentration.
Hold on.
though, so be
Yeah,
careful.
well,
Let me make sure.
got no other spells to concentrate on.
It's mainly just
Yeah,
if
but
you
if you
get
get hit-
damaged,
Yeah.
but it's hard to hit Braun
And
anyway.
that's
Unless it's with magic.
it's easier to hit me than anybody else because they have well, not anybody else, but those displacement cloaks are crazy.
Yeah, those help.
But
Yeah.
I've got displacement
Must be
cloak,
nice.
advantage on concentration checks. I'm good.
And you've got clones and the cloak and
Yeah.
the same AC as me, I think, or
I
right
have an
around,
18.
but yeah.
I know this might seem a little morbid, but give me a moment. And you see he goes over to a grave site. And you see he just starts to dig it up.
Yeah.
Slowly. He then, and this is while you guys are all planning,
Mhm.
he lifts the lid up out of the casket, and you see him pull a knife. He begins cutting something, closes it, moves the dirt back over, and he comes over to you, Zygon, and he says, you might want this. And he hands you a tongue.
Free tongue.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's a fucking
gonna
wizard
slap that
tongue.
bad boy right on the book.
Yeah.
That belonged to one of the most
Nice.
powerful wizards I know. And I think he would be
Next to me.
happy. Yes, of course, Anzu. I think he'd be happy knowing that he can help out one more time.
Well, happy or not, he's gonna hope.
Well,
Yep.
Rupert,
That's how it goes.
despite recent events, I appreciate your bravery.
Anzu, being contractually obligated to save you is not brave. It's stupid.
You still chose to bind yourself in a contract with us.
Well, what other
You
choice did
also
I have?
chose to not kill us before.
He would have
Death.
done it either way.
His other choice was death, immediate death at least.
Maybe.
He would have died. No, I would have killed him. Don't worry.
I get it. You
I
want
would
him
have
dead.
killed him right there.
The fact that
No,
you
yes, I would've
think you
killed him
could
on the
have
spot.
done that is just hilarious.
Okay, well, why don't we all put our
Oh,
balls back in our pants
hilarious.
and go through the doors?
I agree.
Do I have balls?
Then
I'm
Lochnar
No.
first.
You're a human right now, so
Alright, I'll
Oh, yeah,
pat
true.
I'll pat Lochnar on the back of the calves. Go, boy.
Yep. I think him and I should go in side by side.
So you continue walking past the graveyard, and then you eventually reach this large building that kind of looms over everything else, pristine,
Yep.
which is a juxtaposition to what you have seen through the city. You enter.
Ooh.
You enter. The doors being unlocked, and no guards really
Check
being
for traps.
there. Go ahead and roll. This would be a investigation check.
I dropped the human form, by the way,
Okay.
Okay.
because it's a concentration, so I don't want to have to drop that later.
Oh. I'm gonna double check the stat for that. What is it? I think that was a 16.
16. So you open the door,
Yes.
and as you're opening it, you see Lochnar kind of stops for a second. And then he jumps out of the way. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
What?
Okay, Lochnar succeeded.
Saving throw. Natural 20.
I got a 9.
A 9, okay.
Was
Braun, I'll say you have advantage.
okay. I was wondering if it was specifically a trap or something else.
It is a trap.
Okay.
Ooh. Nice.
You were just below the AC. Or DC.
Is Dex saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 18.
18. All right, anyone who made below a 15 fails. Oh yeah, I need to roll for
Horrific.
Rupert. Okay, Rupert
Oh
failed.
no, not Zygon.
All right.
Made a 19.
Okay. As the door opens, you see a trigger on the other side of the door breaks as the seal of a magic spell breaks, and then this fireball begins to swell and then explodes out. That's 10, 16, 18.
God damn it.
24, 26.
Oh my god.
Everyone who failed takes 31 points of damage. Everyone who succeeded takes 16.
What kind of damage?
Fire damage.
Let's go.
My Dungeon Delver perk also gives me resistance to damage dealt by traps. Is that just
So that would mean that you take a fourth because you
okay?
succeeded.
So 8
Yeah.
instead of 16.
Yeah.
So if I resist fire, I would take 16.
Yes.
Oh, also I have studded leather fire resistance.
Well, then you take 4. You see Braun opens this and it
Yes.
just explodes in front of him, and he's just like,
ooh, it's hot.
you pat out some fire on your shoulder.
Wow, Braun, you
Send you
really just let
whiskers,
us
man.
have it.
Jeez.
You guys look, the door has been shattered, and you see darkness in front of you as none of the torches are lit in this castle.
Nice.
And that will
That's
be
ominous.
where we end tonight's session.
That'll be where we jump back over to Vesper.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, everyone,
That
I'm
was my bad
sorry.
on the trap.
I'm sorry for the delayed start, and thank you for bearing with us through these technical problems. I assure you they will not be this way next week. Right, Caleb?
Because I will be back.
Yeah.
Yep. I will be
I
back
now
in
have
Colorado.
a newfound appreciation for Caleb and what he does for the setup. And we'll see you all next week.